Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2O channel. And this is your match review of Spain 3, Croatia 0. Yes, you heard that right. Spain beat Croatia in convincing fashion. It was a good performance from them. We'll talk about Croatia as well and how disappointing they were. And also maybe how unlucky they were, because this was a very interesting game of football. I expected this game to be tight. I didn't expect that many goals to be in it. If you was to ask me before the game, what would have been my prediction? I probably would have said a tight 1-1 draw maybe, or like a 2-1 either side. I didn't think neither team was going to dominate. I looked at the lineups on paper. I thought to myself that midfield battle was going to be interesting. Kovacic, Brozovic, Modric, of course, those guys have been doing their thing for years now, you know what I'm saying? That midfield's been solid for like at least 5 years, maybe stretching to 10 with Rakitic and players like that. You've then got Spain's midfielder, Fabian Ruiz, Rodri and Pedri. So you just thought to yourself, maybe, you know what? I think the difference today could probably be the attack. And I can't lie, I'm liking what Spain have up front, man. I think the balance, I think each role of the front three complement each other. And I think Spain potentially, based on this performance, if they can patch up defensively and be good on that front and also be clinical up front, if they patch up on the defensive side and have consistency there, and also on the side of up front, they do better and take their chances like they did today, then they can potentially go far in this tournament, because I think the basics are already there. I think the principles are there already with the way their manager, Luis, wants to set them up. They've got a front three of Morata, Lamil Yamal, I think that's how you say his name, and you've got Nico Williams. You've got your 1v1 threat in Nico Williams. You've got an insane creator in Yamal. I mean, the geezer's 16, and his creativity already is just out of this world. I mean, genuinely, it's unbelievable. Like, what a talent. The fact that he's only 16 years old is just, that's mad when you think about it. So yeah, fair play to him, man. And then you got Morata, who over the years has been criticized a lot. He's been slandered a lot for his lack of finishing. And you always think to yourself with Morata, I've always said this about Morata, yeah? When he's confident, there's a player there. There's a good player there. He massively relies on confidence. And, when I saw him through for that first goal, let's just talk about that first goal. When I saw him through for that first goal, Spain won the ball back from Croatia. The ball gets to Fabian Ruiz. He plays in a nice ball to Morata, and Morata's through. And at that point, I thought to myself, okay, let's see. Is he confident? How did he set himself up to score this goal? And you know what? He set himself up well, man. Took a couple good touches, no loose touches, no heavy touches. And he slots it in past the keeper with ease. Really good, nice, confident finish. And when Morata's confident, there is a player there. It surprised me when I saw him with the captain's armband. I thought, wow, like, he really is the captain here, because obviously, like I said, he's a player that's been getting a lot of criticism throughout the years, all the way from when he was at Chelsea. It's been really since then, because he flopped at Chelsea and then he's been at Atletico. I think he went on loan to Juve at one stage, I'm pretty sure. And then Atletico wanted to sell him, but then last season he had a good season. So it's like, the guy just changes a lot of people's mind. 1 minute you think he's quality, the next you think, oh, he's absolutely terrible. So it's good to see him, in this type of form to play the game that he did today. And in general, even before that goal went in, I thought Spain started well. They dominated the ball as per usual. It's what you expect of Spain. Croatia didn't mind sitting back and just laying off and defending, which was fine. And then even before the goal happened, Croatia really started to get themselves into the game with Kovacic. He got on the ball a lot more. They started to play passes in behind Spain's defense that you thought, it could cause trouble. And Spain were actually doing the same thing when they were on top in terms of possession and dominating the play, in which they were moving the ball well. You're seeing the left-hand side of Cucurella, Fabian Ruiz and Nico Williams. I think that's a very good triangle they're forming there, 3 good players there, and a lot of the build-up was on that side when Spain did start off well. And like I said, they were trying to play those balls in behind, just like I said with Croatia, but it just wasn't coming off. So, they both had their moments, and then boom, just Spain get that first goal. And when they got that first goal, they run riot. They got that confidence. Croatia got into their shell, which was a bit surprising for a team as experienced and as efficient as Croatia. They just got in their shell. They just didn't recover from that. It seemed to have rattled them a little bit, and Spain just with confidence just kept on going, and it shows in the second goal. I mean, Fabian Ruiz, he was the man in that first half. He was the man. That goal he scored, he sent Modric all the way back to Zagreb. You get me? When Modric is learning his trade in 2007. Bro, that's where he sent him. He also sent Brozovic as well, and he slotted in the bottom corner so easy, man. And Spain at that point were just cooking, man. And they're starting to ball out. You see Nico Williams 1v1 his threat. Morata's scored a goal already. Fabian Ruiz is doing his thing. You've got Pedri just floating, being in the half spaces. You got Rodri dictating the tempo alongside Ruiz. It's like two deep line playmakers there. And then they've got Pedri just floating about. Almost got a free roll as a midfielder. It was a joy to watch today. And then you've got like two different fullbacks in Cucurella and Dani Carvajal, in which you're looking at Dani Carvajal for the for the attacking output, for him to make an impact, and we'll talk about his goal. And then you've got Cucurella, who's there to keep things ticking. He's good on the ball. He knows he knows how to find a pass. How to play a pass. Not find a pass. He knows how to play a pass in between the lines and play it with such efficiency. So yeah, it's just quality overall. Laporte didn't play. They had a centre back of the brother from Real Sociedad and Nacho as well. So overall, Spain look like they have a good base going. They have like I said, the principles, the basics, stuff like that. It's just there to be seen. They've built a good structure. The manager looks like he set them up to do well. And the third goal was, like I said beforehand, Lamil Yamal. That's how you say his name. 16 years old, like I said. I said beforehand, he is a great creator. He's insane. His creativity is levels. And that cross he put in, there's you can criticize Croatia for the first two goals 100%, especially the second one. How nobody gets tight to Ruiz and lets him just do what he does is crazy to me. But the third goal, there's nothing Croatia can do. There's nothing they can do. The cross is perfect. It's perfect. The weight is perfect. The height is perfect. The placement is perfect. All Dani Carvajal had to do was just make the run and redirect the ball. The ball is sensational. What a talent, man. Oh my God, 16 years old. Look, if Barcelona manage his minutes well, and he stays injury-free, then we're definitely going to be looking at the best winger in the world here, guys. He's probably already one of the best wingers in the world already. He probably is. He definitely is in his age bracket, because I don't know any other 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds that are playing like him at the moment. So, boy, he's doing his thing, man. Like, fair play to him. And yeah, Spain just run riot and did their thing. Great start. Croatia, look, they just need to dust themselves off and go again. At the end of the day, they just weren't themselves today. They didn't really get into the rhythm of the game like that. And when they did, Spain just scored. And then that was really it. The second half was a bit of a boring second half. It's not really surprising when Croatia trying to score a goal and 3-0 down. Their attack is not the best. And Spain, look, at the end of the day, they're always going to just try to keep the ball whenever they can, or go on the counter-attack whenever they can, because Croatia in the second half did actually have more possession. The two biggest talking points of the second half for me were the fact that Croatia should have scored. At one stage, I think the ball went out to the right-hand side. The Croatian player hits it with all the power he's got. Cucurella makes an absolutely insane block. A ridiculous block. What a block from Cucurella. And that typified his performance today. He had a good performance today. And let me just say on Cucurella real quick. Look, the agenda against this man, and I'm a Chelsea fan speaking, so, I have to sort of say this because, every time a Chelsea player plays, I'm going to obviously do a mini segment on them just to see how they played, because obviously, you know, I want them to do well. I want every Chelsea player that plays at the Euros to do well on an individual basis, of course. And Cucurella for me had a great game today. Well, not great. It was a good game. It was a solid game in my opinion. But I must say, the agenda for him stinks. Like, the way people talk about him online today, you would think he dropped an absolute stinker today. You would think he was absolutely useless today. You would think he got cooked defensively today. You would think he was absolutely useless on the ball today. You would genuinely think these things. You would think he's the worst left back to play football. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, the way he plays versus the way people online view him and how they think he's playing. It's not the maths are not mathing, bro. And it's like people are saying he's crap, and it's like, what has he done today to make you think he's crap? He was fine today. Defensively, for the most part, he was good. He was aggressive. He was tenacious. He was always on his man. Can he be overly aggressive? Yes, of course he can. But it's a part of his game. It's a part of his game. Like, it is what it is. Maybe there's times where he doesn't need to be so aggressive and press his man all the time and step up out of his line. Sometimes he doesn't need to do that because he does leave space in behind. I can always admit that. But to say that he's crap and like, oh, today he was useless, and it's just like, yo, like, you're just not watching the game. Like, just admit you have an agenda against the man. You know what I'm saying? So for me, he had a good game today. You know, he won most of his ground duels. His passing for the most part was slick as well. He helped Spain in the build-up, especially in the first half. And defensively, he was good. Okay? He was good. And he made an insane block, you know? So for me, good game from Cucurella. Happy to see it, you know? So, yeah. I just wanted to say that real quick because I just think the agenda against him is just it's a bit boring at this point. Like, a year ago, fine, because yeah, he didn't have a good season. But, like, considering the past season we just had, you know, for the most part of last season, he was good, especially in the last 3 months of the season. And people still want to talk shit about him. It's like, bro, it's boring. It's boring. Anyway, and obviously, the second big talking about was the whole penalty situation. I've not been able to see the replay again. But for me, in my opinion, if it's a penalty, in which some people are saying it is, then Rodri has to be sent off. He denied a clear goal-scoring opportunity. If Rodri doesn't do that, Croatia 100%, 1000% score that goal. I'm pretty sure of it. So if it's a penalty, then he has to be sent off, no? But then apparently, I didn't get to see the replay again, but apparently, Rodri didn't even touch him at all. And it looks like the Croatia player actually kicked the ground accidentally. And then he obviously went down. So if that's true, then justice was served by the penalty being saved, and obviously there was an encroachment in the box that led to the goal being scored. So it ended up being a free kick for Spain. But yeah, great start for Spain. Fantastic start. They needed that. Croatia just needs to dust themselves down and just go again. But yeah, guys, that's your review for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts down below on this game. Really, really good game. So yeah, fair play to Spain. They've got something good going there, you know. If they can just build consistency, be clinical up front, and be good defensively, then for me, they can definitely have a good tournament because the midfield is there. Like, they've got something building there with Pedri, Ruiz, and Rodri. If the other two, the attack and the defense, if they can keep up the performances that they had today, Spain could do something because the manager, I think, has got a good system going there. So yeah, fair play to them, man. But yeah, I'll see you guys later for Italy versus Albania. Peace.